What's going on, everyone? Due to some crazy news that just came out actually like yesterday, but I haven't even gotten time to talk about it. Apple could potentially be releasing new battery cases for the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max. Now, there's some sad news with it. Potentially, it could now work for the iPhone X, but I have the iPhone X here, so best believe that once it comes out, I'm pretty sure it still will be applicable. Now, there's one theory of mine that something could go like completely insane, like they could just really outdo themselves with this case. But before that, there were some leaks within Apple's marketing department of some images of the potential release of the cases with the XS Max, XS whatever. And one of them actually showed a battery case that was actually made out of leather. So Apple actually has a history of creating battery cases. They made some for the iPhone 6s, the iPhone 6, and the iPhone 7, which actually kind of worked for the iPhone 8 as well. And those cases, in my opinion, were pretty successful. I liked them a lot. I never owned one. I probably should have. So I honestly don't even know where I left off. Someone called me. And there were some other leaks that came out too about the cases. But I kind of wanted to get done talking about the leaks. I'm pretty sure they're going to release them in the fall of 2019. They're definitely not going to release them by the end of this year. It just makes no sense. I know Apple's kind of in a weird situation. They want to like make as much money as they can. But I think their company, their fiscal year has already ended. So they're technically already in 2019 of the year 2019 in their business. So I don't think they're really worried about that too much. But I will say though is that I think AirPods 2 are also coming in the fall of 2019. So I expect it to be like somewhat of the same release. So the weird thing is that the case could potentially be made out of leather, but I kind of like the silicone cases. I think they're really cool. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them a lot. You know, one thing is that as soon as you drop it, this case starts to tear like a crazy person. That's probably the most annoying thing about it, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really too worried about it though. So they will probably make it out of leather this time. And so I kind of have some theories of mine, okay? Now, the first thing is that they're probably going to make it look smoother and nicer and all this stuff. And the charging aspect of it, I'm assuming they're probably going to keep the bottom bezel of the case so it's going to stick out a little bit to kind of make space for the charging port. So they'll probably end up keeping the case stick out a little bit, just like on the iPhone 6s, 6 and 7 cases. So I'm not really too worried about that. So that's probably a given, right? But this is the thing. It's either it's plugged in or it's not plugged in, right? So what I'm saying is that potentially, like if they made a case that wasn't plugged in, right? Let's just say, I know it's probably not going to end up happening, but just imagine having a case that actually wirelessly charges the phone, but then the phone somehow wirelessly charges the case instead of plugging it in. So some way of backwards wireless charging we saw in the Huawei Mate 20, whatever the phone that was. I'm pretty sure, I mean, there's like a 0.01% chance they're going to do it. But if Apple really wanted to go and like just ball out, they could make something like that to make the phone wirelessly charge the case and the case wirelessly charge the phone. I think that would be super, super cool. And now the more boring part, and the probably one they're going to do, is have the phone be plugged into the charger / the charging case, and the case will have a charging port and it will charge the case at the same time. So that's probably what they're going to end up doing. I'm not complaining either way. Another sad thing is potentially the iPhone XR is not going to get a case, which is okay because the iPhone XR does have pretty decent battery life. So I'm not really freaking out about it too much. The phone is actually pretty thick. This phone gets thicker by the day. Maybe the battery's getting swollen. Maybe I'll have another conspiracy coming out. But this phone probably will not get that battery case. I'm not really freaking out about it too much though. Now another crazy thing is the wireless charging aspect of it. If this phone does have the case, how is it going to wirelessly charge? And I'll probably say that Apple's way ahead of this. They're going to make it so the case will be able to stay on the phone and you won't have to take it off, take it on, take it off. You can keep the case on. I think something with the battery, they'll probably end up putting like a wireless charging pad somehow that connects to the phone itself, and you could be able to wirelessly charge the case while wirelessly charging the phone at the same time. Something along those lines, because if they didn't do that, then there would be really no advancement since the iPhone 6 and 6s case, because before then you could just plug in your phone and be set. So this time they would have to do something different, and I feel like the wireless charging aspect is something that's probably more of a given. And the pricing of this is probably going to be around $100. I've seen a lot of reports there. I wouldn't be surprised if they even price it up to like $129 or $159. I would probably honestly end up buying one because it's super cool. If I'm able to use it on an iPhone X, I will definitely 100% buy it. And yeah, this is a super cool little thing. Hopefully they go through it. I mean, I would love to see it. It seems like it has a lot of potential and could make Apple a lot of money as well. So that's pretty much where I'm going to end it at. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check that out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hope I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.